Hey guys, welcome to another video. Ignore my terrible background. I cannot. My tripod has partially broken, so I'm using my little tripod on the, I give up. I feel like every time, my hair is annoying me now. Everything's annoying me. I feel like every time I try to film a video, there is something happening. Like from burning my hand, doing my back in, like I had a full-on back injury, getting constantly sick. We have been constantly sick this past month. I give up on my life. The last video you guys saw, I literally, the same night, I got so sick, and for the whole week after that, just terrible. And now I'm sick again. And I'm just refusing to, do you hear the girls? They're also sick. You wouldn't know that by hearing them though. Yeah, so we're constantly sick. It's like this constant thing. So that's fun. Anyway, moving on. I want to do a bit of an update video. I wanted to talk a little bit about my book, about the second channel I have started, because I feel like this channel is not a channel I should be sharing like a writing book stuff on here. I might share like books I'm reading and stuff like as a general thing, but I don't think like the writing my book is, you know. I don't think all of you are interested basically. I know that a lot of people who watch this channel watch it just for the TTC content, and I don't want to kind of mesh, you know, the whole motherhood TTC kind of thing with writing. Does that make sense? Anyway, moving on. So, it is November for pretty much the entire writing community as a whole. November is the time where we do like writing challenges. It is NaNoWriMo. It is just writing challenge galore this year, especially with all, like everything happening with NaNoWriMo, whatever. I've never done NaNoWriMo, like the official NaNoWriMo, whatever. So it didn't really make a difference to me. However, I do want to tackle a challenge. I did decide to do the Poraigo challenge, which is the Pathfinder's Writing Collective challenge, because it's a 3-month challenge. I had initially wanted to, I'm writing a novel for, okay, so for those of you who don't know, let's backtrack a second. I am writing a book. It is a fantasy romance, a little heavier on the fantasy right now. It's one of the things I need to work on. I had finished the second draft. I had planned on finishing the second draft and actually preparing and doing all the stuff I need to do so that I can start writing draft 3 of this book during the month of October. That did not happen because, I mean, I wonder why. Anyway, so I am writing a book. I am going to be prepping this whole month and working on just preparing all the things that I need in order to start writing my 3rd draft in December and January. So your girl's very excited about that. Without wanting to go into too much detail here, because I don't want to, you know, again, those of you who watch me just for the fun of watching me and for other content, I don't want to drive you guys nuts. I am writing a book. I did print out my second draft, which I finished a couple days ago, just because, you know, achievements, people, okay? Achievements. I feel very proud of myself for this. Like, very proud of myself. It is 124,000 words that came out of my head. So that's a thing that happened. I finished that a couple days ago, and I'm now going to jump in for the 3rd draft, because as I've said previously, I really want this book to become a book. Like, I want the story to become a book. I don't know, it's overcome me. Anyway, I always feel very self-conscious, very like imposter syndrome-y when I'm talking about me writing a book, because I'm kind of like, why would I write a book? Who would want to read a book I have written? But anyway, it's, as I said, it's a fantasy. The story had come to me, like the basis of it had come to me when I was way younger, and even my teacher at the time had told me to hold on to the story and that one day I would make it into like a full-on book, and I did not believe her at the time, but here we are. So the basis and the crux of it, it's just, you know, I don't even, again, I'm going to be talking more about this over on my other channel. I will leave a link down below to the channel if you guys want to follow me there. I'm kind of really trying to get myself into posting over there, as well as posting more videos on here. Again, I've been struggling because I've been constantly getting sick and things have constantly been happening, and I'm just, what is my life? But I am really set on creating this book and really going through with this. So that should be fun. That should be fun. So who wants to know a bit more about my book? This is the time when, if you're interested, you can stick around. If you're not, it's fine. I understand. You don't have to stick around. I get it. So, as I said, it's a fantasy romance. It's like all magic and doesn't have fae. Don't have fairies. No fairies. I I love reading books about fairies. You know, I get that. I just feel like it's really, I don't know, feels a bit much at times. So mine are like magical human beings, basically. So I'm dealing with magical human beings. There's magic, there's like a fairy tale vibe, but there's also a very dark vibe. I don't know, I mean, I'm really working on meshing it. In my head, it's nice and meshed, like it's really like, you know, do you hear them? But yeah, there's darkness, there's light, literally and figuratively, magically, in all aspects. It's very, very, very dark versus light in all aspects of it. In like dark fairy tale and happy, cozy, magical fairy tale kind of way. I don't know what else to say about it because I'm just kind of, it's changed so much. I started brainstorming and writing this book. So I started writing it on the 7th of April. And I actually checked that the other day and I know the date, the exact date. And I was brainstorming it for a little while before that, just kind of brainstorming ideas and everything. And it has changed so much since that initial brainstorm. I mean, the crux of it is the same, the main parts, the characters, like a lot of, you know, but a lot of things have changed and it kind of evolves as I move through the story and I kind of understand the characters more. And it's just, it's this amazing experience that I truly, truly love. And I don't know, I can't describe it. I'm really, really enjoying it. It is a lot of work, a lot of work. And the work I have to do now in November is just, because I'm setting a challenge for myself. Let's you know, it could take you way longer. Like I could spend months just preparing for draft 3, like world building and, you know, setting up magic systems and maps and the characters and what are they like and the, you know, images of them and whatnot. You could spend ages doing all of that. I just know myself, and I know that if I give myself too much time, I will never get to it. Because it's kind of like what happened when I first started drafting this story. I just started drafting after a point. I realized I was going to keep brainstorming until I would just keep brainstorming and changing the story on and on and on and on. I was never going to actually get to writing it. And until I started writing it, I didn't really have a clear picture of like a lot of things actually. Like the first draft taught me so many things. And the second draft now has done the same. So your girl's excited. I'm excited to just use November to prepare and do all these kind of things. I am hoping on doing like just general vlogs and stuff, so you probably will see a bit more, like a few minor writing writing things, simply because it's gonna be part of my day. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. I'm gonna be doing videos on the other channel, like specifically about the writing process. Like I'm going to be filming pretty much anything I do for this book during November, and then the drafting process, etc., writing and stuff during December and January. My goal is to have a finished draft 3 that someone else can actually read by the end of January. Like that is a big thing, to be able to give it to someone else. I mean, that someone else probably my mom initially, but still, you know, it's like, and then the idea that I would have to give it to other people, like strangers to read, it is terrifying. And yet I still want to do it somehow. But yeah. I don't know. I do have another channel, as I said. I am very nervous to share this with you guys. Not because, I think it's because it's more so that I feel like, who am I to write a book? Like, that makes no sense, you know? I read books, a lot of them. I love reading books. I have always written stories. I've always created stories in my head. Constantly, characters, worlds, stories, like a lot of that, you know, like the new world kind of created kind of side of it. I don't know. I think the imposter syndrome is strong. Imposter syndrome is strong. And there's so many times when I'm writing something and I'm feeling like I can do this. This is awesome. I know what I'm doing. I have a plan. I'm doing this. It's great. And then there are moments when I'm just like, what on earth am I thinking? How do I think I'm gonna do this? I can't do this. I can't do this. Hello. What was I even saying now? Interruptions, you gotta love them. Anyway, I think I'll talk about imposter syndrome and how so I was literally feeling so very, like yesterday, like last night, I had a moment where I was kind of like, I cannot do this. What makes me think I can do this? What makes me think I can create characters that are not boring and flat? And what on earth am I thinking? Because I'm an avid reader. Like I read a lot and I'm very critical of what I read. Not in a bad way, like, oh my gosh, it's terrible writing, but I like to kind of understand what I'm reading, and I'll enjoy a book for what it is, not for what I want it to be, but I do like understanding what it is. Like if a book is just, it's just not, like it's not the greatest book ever created, I accept it for that and I enjoy it for what it is. Like I'm not gonna try and, you know, because I see a lot of people who are like, oh, 1 star, it was terrible, this and this. It was what it was supposed to be. Like, let's not, you know, but that's a whole other conversation. I'm very critical, I'm very, you know, so I am my worst critic. I am going to rip my book to shreds on my own. I don't need help, so that's gonna be fun. Again, I will have a link down below if you guys want to follow along on the journey to writing a book, because your girl thinks that she can write a book for some reason. I'm excited. I feel like I'm finding a very different side of me. Well, if we're being honest, I don't think it's a different side of me. I think it's a side of me that I have forgotten about. You know, kind of like, that's Iris, by the way. Kind of like with the reading, how I had forgotten that that was a vital part of me. I had forgotten how much I loved creating worlds and stories and living within this kind of, you know, creating this way. And it feels good to kind of remember that and get back into that, you know? Anyway, that is all. This video is too long for no reason whatsoever. Yes, if you'd like to follow me over there, I would appreciate it. I think I have like 9 subscribers or something. I'm actually really enjoying like a channel with like just zero pressure, like zero, like no one could watch my video and I'd still be happy. It's just fun for the sake of, you know, yeah. Anyway, I do want people to watch it though. I do want like at least 10 subscribers. That would be great. Like 1 more subscriber would be awesome. Anyway, that is all for this video, guys. Yes, I am done. I have work to do. I have a draft to read through right now and make notes on and just, yeah, start ripping it to shreds basically. It's gonna be fun. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.